in the world of social media where people basically have almost 24-hour access to you. They can reach you in multiple ways: email, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Periscope, if people still use that, Snapchat, Tumblr. I mean, the list goes on.
Yeah,
really. So
crazy.
You know how in a world where socially we can communicate by a number of ways, but even with those outlets, people can still feel isolated and alone and disengaged. And that was actually the response that they received from this group of 1800. Said that they feel that people barely know them, or they feel that people are not around them. People are around them but not with them, if that makes sense. People are around them but people are not with them. So when, you know, if you can imagine just feeling like that, it's a horrible feeling. I can imagine it's a horrible feeling when you feel like you're in a world where you don't feel like people know you. I mean, and I can honestly say I think I have about 1,200 Facebook friends, maybe a little more. And out of those 1,200, I probably interact on a regular basis with, I don't know, maybe 30. I mean, that's just a number I'm throwing out there, but honestly, maybe 30 people. And those people are family members. They're not, you know, friends or, you know, as you say, friends. I think what social media has done for a lot of people is it's used the term friends loosely. Yeah. Because we know when you have a friend, the meaning of a true friend, it has a deeper meaning than just saying I know you. It doesn't make you a friend because you know me.
I think with that too, because people have access to you, they have put themselves in the category as friend because they feel that they can send you a message or whatever, and that they have access to you and they get your attention. So they feel that that's where the relationship comes in, you know, if that makes sense. And sometimes, like, you know, even though you know, I don't really give out my number to people all the time, but you inbox me, you can hit me up on Facebook, you can do such and such, you still can get my attention in one way or the other.
Right.
Instead of, you know, dialing my number, people feel that they still have access to you because all you gotta do is inbox you. Twitter, same thing. You know, Instagram, I can direct message her, or I can do such and such.
Right.
They feel that they have access to get your attention,
which really irks my nerves because I can't tell you that some people just don't have a sense of time of day. I'm a grown up. Therefore, I work a 9 to 5.
Oh, well, that's what
you know. Don't message me at 11 o'clock in the morning with a list of things or a list of questions or just to say what you doing. I'm working, and I will not respond just because I read your message because you can see in the messenger. Doesn't mean that I'm able to respond. I could be driving. I could be in church. I could be doing a number of things where I just don't have time to talk to you right now.
Right. I agree.
But I will say, when I think about these people and they say they feel like people barely know them, I can't tell you how many times I have seen people that I am quote unquote Facebook friends with in the grocery store or at church, at a church event. And you have to introduce yourself to them or reintroduce yourself because they don't know who you are.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I'm your Facebook friend such and such. You know, then you got that whole awkward conversation. So, yeah, you can feel alone or unnoticed.
Like, so let me trip you out. I was in a service one night. I was sitting down in service, and I think it was convocation, something going on, so I was there supporting. And the preacher, whoever was speaking, had said something that I put on Facebook. It's like a quote or whatever in the same lines. And I was like, oh my gosh, I posted that, you know, on my status. And someone turned around and was like, yeah, I remember your status. And they looked at me the same time when I was saying about my status. It was like, yeah, I remember seeing it on your status, and I liked your status. And I sat there looking at them like,
who are you?
Who are you? I had no idea who they were. And then I felt bad because, sometimes, and I don't even accept a lot of requests on Facebook because I just don't need anyone always in my conversation or always or whatever. And so I felt bad because I didn't know the person. They know of me from someone else. So it kind of felt like really awkward. And I was like, man, I don't want to feel like I'm all of that. Like I gotta, I have to know everybody or whatever. Or I feel like when people talk to me out on the street and they say they're my Facebook friend, I'm like, oh, okay, well, cool, Because I really don't pay attention. Like, if somebody's scary, I'm looking at their profile, I'm like, listen, no, we can't connect.
Yeah.
But if it's someone that I really know, like you, mutual friends or something like that, or whatever, I may do that. Sometimes people just pick mutual friends and they have you all mixed up in there, and they don't even know who that person is either. So it's just, social media is crazy.
It's cray-cray.
It's cray-cray. It's crazy.
So, yeah, and I've done that too. People have come to me and said, I know you, and I didn't know them, and I would, being nice, being cordial, have a simple conversation with them.
Yeah.
But then when it was done to me, I'm like, oh, so you don't know me now? Like,
yeah, I feel
it makes you feel a certain kind of way.
And people don't understand. I'm actually like, I know people like, girl, please. I'm a shy person. Like, I can't approach people like, what's up? Like, hey, unless I know you. But I'm really shy. I'm laid back, and I try to keep to myself because I don't know how to do that. Because sometimes I feel awkward. So I don't really go up to people like, hey, when people come to me, I'm like, oh, okay, cool, because I don't really like attention. So people approach me, it's like, if I give you that attention, it's like, I gotta know you, like, me and you, like, homies, like, what, but social media has really...
But, we, as you and I, as people have transitioned too, because we're on this platform.
Yeah.
So there are going to be people, and there have been people that we have connected with that we don't know personally. Right. Shout out to J.O., by the way.
Yes.
But, that we don't know personally, but we know through the industry or through the radio platform or, through musical events or something, business connections. Yeah. So social media is great in a lot of areas, but I think it's still important to remember that there's nothing wrong with picking up the phone and calling people.
Right. We need to be sociable.
Right. Like really sociable.
Because sometimes, and you know what? What's strange? I have family that, I've known all my life. We haven't really been close until it was Facebook. Like, until it was Facebook, I had cousins that I've communicated more on Facebook than in real life. And I've known them all of my life. But, we are like laid back, family. Like, we say hi and bye, but we talk more on Facebook than in person, which is really strange and awkward. So it's like... But
I will say this, since you brought that up, I have cousins that I've never met in person. But thanks to social media and Ancestry.com, we were able to connect. And I found like 50 cousins, like a whole nother set of family that I would have never met otherwise.
And like you're saying, it can be good and it can be bad.
Yeah.
And it's all how you use it. So that's why you can't indulge in just one side of it. You have to really have healthy
balance.
Right, a balance for it. Because, like I said, anything you can get and indulge in, sometimes it can be bad. And things that you use certain things for. Like social media is business for me, or friends connect with certain people. So I have certain things, and I don't indulge in it every day, all day.
Right.
Like people trying to get me to get on Snapchat and all that. So I was like, man, I see you on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I don't need them.
It's gonna be the same thing.
I
on
love
Snap.
you.
So listen. Here's some of the solutions that the article suggests. And this article was survey was conducted by the University of Pittsburgh. Sleep. most people, if they're feeling lonely or, you know, borderline depressed or what have you, they're sleep deprived, which you can be if you're spending excessive amounts of time on social media. So I turn my alerts off at night. Actually, I keep my phone on silent 24/7, which is why I miss a lot of phone calls. But it gives me peace of mind. You know, I check it when I want to check it. You're not gonna force me to check it. So
that's how I am.
Anyway, just you know, a healthy balance in your social media activities and interacting directly with humans, with people.
Right. I got it. We got it. So, you know, make sure you are actually communicating with people face to face, verbal. Pick up the phone. It's good to hear from someone or see someone face to face and have that communication. It's good to pick up the phone and say, hey, I was calling to check up on you in my mind. Because sometimes, same thing with text messaging. Sometimes we text people and not pick up the phone, you know.
And
sometimes
you misinterpret, misinterpret things.
So, you know, so be careful, guys. You know, this is some good stuff because I just learned something new, you know. So it's good to have a balanced life, balanced relationship with things or whatever. So, you know, we like to give you good music and good conversation. We're going to keep it moving. We do have a new artist called Danielle West, and the name of the title of the song is called Who You Are. Danielle, that's out of Atlanta. Shout out to Danielle and shout out to Atlanta for, you know, supporting always, like always. Thank you once again for listening to the J. Shennel and Keymiel show.
That is who